So what are we going to do today is mounting the diesel heater, or trying to mount the diesel heater. Lifted the van up a little bit so we can reach under it. We have to remove the heat shield a little bit in order to make room for the exhaust in the inlet of the diesel heater. We are aligning where the heat will come. So we removed the chair. It's in the back. We tilted it backwards. It's easier than I thought actually. Therefore, for once, you just have to remove the screws in the front. They're just regular screws. I don't know which size exactly. You don't have to worry about these. Just is a big hole here, and you can slide the chair back. I tapped it a little bit with this soft hammer not to damage it. And you can tilt the chair backwards. Don't forget to release the sensor first. I think it's for the seat belt. When you have a collision, this gas ampoule will make sure that your seat belt gets tightened. So quite important, don't forget to reattach it when you're done. Nikki is now cutting a square hole in our floor in order to reach the metal sheet of the vehicle underneath. Here we have our hole in the interior. So as you can see, I'm now underneath the car and you can see the pilot hole, and it's actually quite good. I removed the heat shield a little bit so I can reach it, and I think it's going to work out fine.
So we're trying to make a hole for the heater, but we don't have any fancy stuff right now, so we're just drilling holes until we have one big hole that we can use.
So this is by far the most pretty hole in the van yet.
To mount the heater. Yeah, we're still on that. It's pretty difficult. Nice. Keep on going, still 2 to go.
We installed the heater and now we have to see if this chair still fits over it. Moment of truth. Okay, so we had to wiggle a little bit, but we could fit the chair over the heater. Again, we had to take off the white top of the heater in order to make it a fit. Luckily, this approach has worked. Now we're gonna fasten everything and do a little test run. chair went back to his place, and the fuel tank is mounted here temporarily. It will come into the seating area that will come there. And also interesting is the fuel line. It goes under the rubber floor, and it's going to the little hatch you can see between the two seats, and there is where the main fuel pump of the vehicle is located. It's also the top of the ordinary or the vehicle's fuel tank, and this is a good way to get outside of the vehicle. Here you can see the fuel pump. It has to be in this angle upwards to avoid bubbles in the fuel lines. You can see it's running right now. There's absolutely no smoke whatsoever. Really clean. Really happy with it. I want to show you guys the temporary electricity setup. This is some stuff I had already lying around. So the 60 amp hour LiFePo 4 battery, Renogy Rover charger, 20 amps. Probably will stick with this one. And I have some 10 square millimeter cables connecting the whole thing to a fuse board and a switch panel. Which has also built-in fuses. So the next project will be to fix this. So guess who forgot his camera at home and has to film with his smartphone all day? Yes, me. What are you going to do today?
I'm gonna paint some accessories, like the plastic covers of the walls, I guess it is. And I'm gonna make some other covers for the holes in the walls.
Today I'm hoping to finish connecting all the electric wires to the fuses and the switchboard, so we can close that topic, and we also can start covering up the walls.
The ceiling?
And the ceiling, yes. Behind me is a very large package, so keep watching to see what's in it. It's so large that I had to give the wheel to Nikki because I couldn't fit in the driver's seat anymore.
Okay, so right now I'm playing with my paint can. It's a primer. I'm spraying the plastic covers of the van because it looked a little bit icky and I don't like the plastic gray, so I'm gonna make it a pretty white, or let's hope it's going to be a pretty white. So yeah, it's drying right now, and like still 5 minutes or so, and then I can do another layer of my primer. After that, we're gonna play with the little walls that I made for filling up the holes. So I'm pretty excited about that. But we'll see.
So a big surprise in the trunk was this big ass solar panel. This was the original 100 watt solar panel I already had from previous camping trips, and this is the 310 solar panel that's going up the roof. So in the meantime, paint this black, and it looks quite nice. Has a little shine on it, and attach the switchboard and the fuse box to the board, and then I can start wiring. Progress so far starting to look good, in my opinion. Now making the positive connections from the fuse box to the switchboard, and then I'll place it in the van and I can test it. So next project is cutting out a rectangle for the switchboard, and same here for USB port. Film the hard part, but wall 2 is in place. Oh, we're gonna leave this. It's a nice fit, but we're gonna leave it like this, so if something's wrong with the electricity or anything, I can still reach it, fix it for now. Yeah. So walking you through what's going on here. The fuse box is fed by a 4 square millimeter wire coming from the solar charger. It's rated at 20 amps, then the internal fuse of the charger will kick in. And from here, all different accessories are distributed from here. So I still have some work to do. From here also the correct wire size is used. So this is the switchboard I can use to turn stuff on and off, and these also have internal fuses. These are 10 amps and these are 15 amps. So I tested it by shorting out the wires, and they click indeed. Should these fail, I also have the common fuse blades that are also going to burn out whenever there is a fault in the system. So okay, let's get started and wire everything up. So let's go for a little test here. Just powered on the solar charger. Okay, it's the max fan. This one is the fridge, not yet connected. Similar here. This is for the inverter, we'll connect later. And that is the diesel heater going on, and I directly connected the spots of the main lights to the switch panel. All the other lights will get a separate little switch on more convenient places, but well, looks good. Next step, clean up this mess. I can't do everything yet because I'm still waiting for power fuses, so those are similar to those, but those can only handle up to, just check, 35 amps, and I need a few that can handle more for the inverter, and also for the battery charger that will go connected to the alternator of the car, and also for the solar system. So I can't do everything right now, but I will already make it a bit better. Cable shoe on this 10 square millimeter cable. These are M8 connectors, heavy duty. I have this trim tool. It's I thought it was only for coax, but I'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work, I can still solder it. Nothing. So soldering it is. Disclaimer, never done this before. If you have a better way of doing this, let me know. Okay, attempt number 3. I'm just trying to, with the bench screw, to basically crush it. How you're supposed to be doing it, but makes excellent contact and doesn't seem to go anywhere. Just going to wrap a little bit of insulation tape around it, and this one's done. Go perfectly. Good cable. Connected. Let's test the inverter. We repeat. There we go. We have 220. Now you can see this cable is way too short. Still need to order some extra. I'm also waiting on extra cable shoes. For the 10 square millimeter cable, so I can add all the necessary fuses in between. But for now it's okay. We can have light and heating while we are working in the van. And every time we leave, I'll turn it off right here at the solar, so we won't have any issues.